I was working with a couple this week. This is a couple I've seen probably 6, maybe 8 times. And their particular emotional dance that they do with each other is a common one that couples therapists see frequently. And that is one where one or both of the partners are, in the common term, codependent. Codependence has become a buzzword because it means a lot of different things to different people. But in psychotherapy, I believe codependence has a very specific description. And this is what I mean about codependence in a relationship, where one or both of the people are focusing not on themselves and what they're feeling, what they're needing, what they're experiencing in this relationship, but focused on the other. What is their partner thinking? What is their partner feeling? What is their partner needing? What is their partner anxious about? What can I do to make them not be upset? What can I do to prevent them from being sad? What can I do to prevent them from being anxious? Don't bring this up. Don't bring that up. How can I manage? How can I manage? Focusing on the other person's needs way more than understanding who you are and what you want out of this relationship, to me, is the hallmark of what codependency is. And sometimes it's one person that tends to be codependent, but more than likely it's both on different levels. There's different dance patterns that they do, but no matter how you look at it, it's going to create a lot of pain and a lot of resentment. One person doesn't like being managed. The other person starts to feel resentful when I can't manage, when you don't let me manage. You often see frequent escalations in couples when they start talking about sensitive conflicts or sensitive issues. Usually that very quick upswing of escalation is often a clear sign of codependence happening, because both people have tried so hard to make this relationship work. And why are you so stubborn? Why are you so working against me? Can't you see how hard I've been trying in this relationship for you? Not looking at for themselves. So usually what people do when they're in that cycle of codependence and it doesn't work is double down. Get better at managing the other partner's moods, needs, desires. So this obviously hurts everybody individually and hurts the relationship tremendously. This is probably one of the more important reasons, I think, why so many relationships have not been able to flourish, is because this concept of what is loving is to be focused on what your partner needs, not focusing on what do you need. I want to say that again. What is central here, and what has created so much pain and hurt, and yes, even violence in relationships, is when people are trying to be so loving and so caring for the other person that they're not focusing on themselves and what they need. So I suggest we come at this another way. I prescribe to the concept that what we choose, what we create, what we say, what we do is what defines us. Not how we see ourselves, but what we do, say, choose, that's what defines us. And then I can also choose how I want to be in response to my partner. Because how we choose to respond to our partner is going to define us to our partner. Do we want to be seen as managing, controlling, compassionate, loving, anxious, worried, angry, avoidant, smothering? What do you want to be? Put yourself first. You decide that first. In every instance, in every interaction with your partner, especially the emotional interactions with your partner, always put yourself first. What do I want here? Not what do they want, what do they need, what do I want? So when those emotional times start to happen, that have often been fraught with anxiety or worry, or how do I manage this, or how do I prevent this? Put yourself first. Think about, what do you want? What do you want? I don't mean this in a selfish way. I mean we are all capable of the highest choice, the higher choices. What's the highest choice? Because if how I respond is going to be defining who I am, might I not want to define who I am from the highest choice that I can see in this moment? And if I do that, moment by moment, when I ask myself, what's the highest choice in this moment, because I'm not sure, and I stop and feel it, think about it, what's the highest choice for me? What's the highest choice for you? What's the highest choice for us? Oh, I think I'm defining myself there. And that feels good. And it also respects my partner to let them make the highest choice for themselves. And again, I need to focus on what is best for me. Because what is best for me is me making the highest choices for myself and for you. And the higher choices usually means I'm coming from my higher self, my loving self, my patient self, my compassionate self, as opposed to my jealous self, my fearful self, my vindictive self. When I can choose, I don't usually choose those negative states of self. I usually choose the more positive. We all do. We all do. We're built this way. So put yourself first. Codependency goes away. Poof, it's gone. Can't live. But a wonderful relationship can.